Welcome back, everybody. My name is Dragagon, and this is Greg Tech New Horizons. I've been doing quite a bit. If you look up at my mini map, you can see a bunch of ore-looking things, and if I open my journey map, you can see all the different things of ore that I have dug down and discovered. There's supposed to be a bit of a bug when you're around spawn, which is around here. But for whatever reason, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So I've got this garnet tin now that I had marked originally with this waypoint that I can go ahead and remove. And then I've gone and I've done a little bit of exploring. Found a kaolinite, found a lapis, found a diamond. Found some iron, gold, soapstone, copper, more iron, some mineral sand. So I have a few different things that I'm able to work with. I am still looking for redstone. I have found a little bit of redstone. So if we look in here, I've got 9 crushed. I've got 11 impure. And then I think that's it for redstone. So I've got a little bit of redstone, but yeah, that was that. In the meantime, I have gone ahead and I had smelted up a bunch of the iron and smelted up some of the copper, and now I can go ahead and smelt up, I only need actually half of that. I can smelt up some of this cassiterite sand. Each of these guys should give 2 ingots as opposed to like 1 ingot each of things like iron and copper. The smeltery does not double. In fact, its quest thing even says it doesn't double ores over there. But I had put a bunch of iron ore in there thinking I could make a block and then turn the block, into ingots. And no, you can't get iron into block form through this block. So now it's just sitting in here waiting until I get some molds made, and then I can pour it out into some molds. I also found some ground gardens while I was running around, so I've got those guys trying to duplicate. I've got 6 more in here, so I'm right at the base level 8 that I need to turn in for that quest. But I want to get some extra ones so that I can get some of the plants, which you can see I've got some of the other plants back there. I am still harvesting cotton because you never know how much cotton you're going to need. And look at that, I just finished my 3rd stack of cotton. So that's good. That could make a full stack of string if I need it to. But I've just got it sitting in there for right now. So you saw me just complete the copper quest. The next one up is tin, and then the other thing to do here is to make each of these tools. There is an order to the tools. I believe the file requires 2 plates and a stick. You have to make the plates with the hammer. The wrench is a bit easier. The wrench you can just hammer ingots. So yeah, we are going to get a little bit of that started. Let's see here. I do need to grab a couple things of wood in order to make some sticks so that we've got some sticks available. There is our 16 tin all done up. So that does take care of our tin quest. Yeah, see there, it's starting to open up some other stuff. Next up is making bronze. So I need to make some bronze dust. That comes from grinding ingots, or in our case, we have to mix it. 3 copper to 1 tin, and we have to hand mix it because we don't have a mixer available. So that'll use up our 16 tin in order to make 48 copper, or in our case we're going to go probably for 18 and not quite use all of that just yet. So let's go ahead and start with this. We're going to start with our hammer. Yay, hammer. And then from there we can get our wrench. And then we have to waste 2 of those each in order to make iron plates. And then we can take those 2 iron plates and make a file. After the file comes what is it that happens after the file? We need the screwdriver, which takes sticks, or rods rather. And the rods are, of course, made by What is this? That's not the right kind of rod. Oh, the file and an ingot. Okay, so I'm going to need 2 of these guys and 2 ingots to make 2 rods. And then we can take those 2 rods and we can put it with a stick. And then, what was it, a wrench? Or is it the hammer? Hammer and wrench? Wrench and hammer? Neither. File and wrench? There it is, the file and the hammer. I should memorize those a little bit better rather than guessing at them like that. But there's our screwdriver. And then the last thing that we need is a saw. The saw is just a stick and then a saw blade. And the saw blade is, it looks like, the file next to 2 ingots. So, an ingot and an ingot. And we'll put the file over here. No? Maybe that needs to be plates for those types of things. I don't just want to guess at that. Let's see here. Let's pick something else that is a little easier to look at. Or we'll just do it this way. Iron. Okay, maybe not. They probably have it hidden so that this thing doesn't clog up with a whole bunch of stuff. So let's take a look at this. Ah, there it is. 2 plates, the file, and the hammer. So I'm going to have to make 2 plates. 1, 2, whoops. The file and the hammer. Like that. There is the saw blade, and then the saw, and a stick. And there's our iron saw. And that completes our important tools. So there we go. Well, a little bit of food and some coins. And a zombie under the ground in this tunnel over here, which is fine. And then that unlocks a whole bunch of quests. One of the big ones being our divination rod. Divination rods do need this magnetic iron rod, which initially we have to make by taking an iron rod and mixing it with 4 redstone dust. So we're going to have to get into cleaning dust. We need a gold ring, which is a gold rod with the hammer and the file, and of course the gold rod being the file and an ingot. But if we can get all of this stuff made, we can make the ore finder wand. And does it give us anything good? Ooh, the cassiterite. No, that's cassiterite sand. If it were cassiterite ore, that would get us able to look for a mica vein for later. But instead we're looking at either a copper ore, a cassiterite sand, which would get us more tin, a magnetite ore, which I've got plenty of iron around, a pyrite ore, a clay, or a loot bag. So yeah, probably don't need any of these because I can get all of those, so I'll probably just grab the loot bag here once I make something along those lines. But in any case, let's see here. Let us take, I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna need 10 of these guys, and all of this is so that I can take those, and I am going to make, let's see here, I said I was going to make how much? I was only needing to make 16. I could do the full 48. How do I want to do this? Or no, I need 32. So I'd have to do 33 plus 11 if I want to do that, and then smelt it into the ingots. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do that for now. There's 32, there's 33, and that will use up all but one of this. There it goes. And then we'll grab that, and then I'll need 11 of this. There we go. 11 and 33 will make our 33 bronze. So there we go. There's our bronze done. Now we need to smelt it into ingots, so we'll just drop it on in there and let it do its thing. Take out one because I don't want to waste an entire bit of what's it called? An entire bit of charcoal just for that. but that'll get us our bronze ingot. And then I'll take a look at these quests and I'll make a determination on what I'm going to build. This thing right here, I can probably actually make that. It's just the crafting table and a saw. So let's go ahead and do that real quick here. Grab this guy and our saw. And there we go. There's our crafting table. That's better. And it just turned night, so let's sleep. And there we go. Excellent. So I'm going to let that cook up. Once we have all of that done, like I say, in the meantime, I am going to take a look at some of these other quests. Probably the next quest we'll look at is either the bronze tools or looking at making our way straight to this guy, which is probably one of our first furnaces. I know it's definitely not the blast furnace because we're not quite ready for that yet. But let's see, multi-block goals. There's automation tier 1. Ah, yes, water. So this is one of the things that we can start looking at making is the water tank. I did already come across some of the rubber. So that should take care of one step of that. And I can go ahead and plant these and then start working on getting this sticky resin done. So I'm going to find a decent spot for these guys to go. Maybe clear out this space here. But like I say, I'm going to let that stuff smelt up. I am going to run away and figure out what stuff I want to work on next. And then I will bring you guys back as soon as I have figured out what quest I'm going to tackle next. See you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. I've planted some of the trees and got them growing, cleared out some of the grass and stuff just to kind of clean up the area. I used a bucket of water and it fell down and it knocked out both of my ground gardens that I had, so I put all 6 of the rest of them in. They've respawned one that I've got put back in, but yeah, so that's going to take me a little bit longer now to get all of that stuff working. But in the meantime, I have decided on what I want to make. I am going to make, there are 3 quests that I want to complete. The first quest is going to be, I would like to make the stuff necessary, oh, not that way, this way, 1, 2, and then I need these, and I need 1, 2, and then I need one of these cut, and then filed down into a screw, and then I think it's the screw, the file and the hammer. There it is, and there's an iron ring. Alright, so there is the stuff I need in order to be able to make a set of shears. I was looking to make shears before, and shears of course take all kinds of stuff. Oh, I need the screwdriver as well. Hammer, file, screwdriver. So hammer, file, and screwdriver. I no longer need the saw for now, and so I can go ahead and do this, and there is a pair of shears. Excellent. That should complete a quest. Yay, sheep hairdresser. So there is the sheep hairdresser. I can pick anything I want. If I want another tool, these are made out of Damascus steel, which will actually last a really long time. So I'm thinking I might want to go ahead and get the hammer, a Damascus steel hammer, versus getting a Steam Age loot bag. Normally I'd go for that loot bag, but I'll sit and think on it for just a little bit. The other thing we have is we can make the butchery knife, which is a weapon that you can attack with, and it won't cause critters to blow up. And then it also has looting 2 on there, so it actually gives you a little bit better loot. And you can see all the rewards that you get by making this thing. So yeah, that's a lot of rewards there, but that wasn't what I was planning on making. The other thing I plan on making here is this, the GT6 styled pipes. So if we go ahead and we do this with the hammer, there's our 6 for that. Make sure that it saw it. All right, and then this guy is the hammer and the wrench along with all of that stuff. And I did not have the wrench with me. So there we go. So hammer there, wrench there. We put these guys here. Bam, there is our large plate, or our large fluid pipe. That quest is actually similar to and one of the pieces of Automation Tier 1, making this large bronze fluid pipe that shows you how to set up the automation of the smeltery, which I'm not going to worry about right now. I will soon because we're going to need to make glass, but at least for right now, that's all well and good. The other piece that needs to be made, I need 5 of these guys. And then I need 7 of these iron plates made. So the whole purpose of those things are for this quest in, not in Steam, in the Stone Age, you shall proceed. So we've made our 5 bronze plates. We have our wooden form. We can take our wooden form and we can make 8 unfired clay bricks. And then we can cook those in order to make 8 bricks in order to make 2 brick blocks. We can also make our iron furnace. We need the wrench wrapped around with our regular furnace, and then those 7 iron plates we just did. And there we go. There is our iron furnace. And then after that, we can make our small coal boiler. And so this guy will be key for us to be able to make our first bits of steam. Ooh, another tree grew. I've got another spot. These guys aren't growing with a whole lot of spots on them. I'm getting like 1 at a time, which is kind of annoying, which is why I kind of broke them a couple of times, got a few extra saplings and planted some more, because yeah, having these guys grow with just 1 spot to get the rubber from makes it take that much longer when trying to get all of the rubber that we're going to need. Also, the tap is really annoying. Let me show you. The tap requires a lot of wood parts. You have to have a wood screw, and then wooden fluid pipes, and then small wooden fluid pipe, and then a large wooden fluid pipe. So these things are really obnoxious to have to make in order to get this tree tap. But that tree tap will be necessary in order for us to make our first water tower, which is the first renewable source of water, or rather a water tank. And then, you know, with the water tank then, and a ton of iron, look at that, 52 iron rods. That's going to be 52 iron just to get those iron rods that we'll need in order to make this tank. But it is a source of unlimited water. It just fills up over time. And then we can use that to power our steam setup so that we're not running out of water and causing explosions because of it. Hey, look at that. There we go. There's a quest complete, collecting 32 wheat in order to make the... over here, there are 2 quests. There's one for wheat and there's one for barley in order to work on flour and then making dough and then getting into kitchenware. That's going to be fun to get into the kitchenware stuff. So that we can start cooking and getting ourselves better food. I still need to find a melon so that I can grow them, so that I can make melon juice, or I'll just end up having to wait until we're in IC2 and I can grow or I can crossbreed a melon seed. That's a 3rd one now. Did this guy? Yep, this guy has 1. But it looks like that's all he has. Now it's hard to see through the leaves in the upper parts to know if there's more than the 1. Oh, there we go. Like that guy. I like that. I like having 2 on a tree so that it gives us a little bit more to harvest there. So, all right. Bricks are done. Now we need to put them with a bucket of water. So let's grab our water. There are our 2 bricks. And if we take a look at this guy, there we go. 2 bricks are done. Now we can make our small coal boiler. So wrench, iron furnace, 5 plates, 2 bricks. There is our small coal boiler, which is fantastic. Having that thing means that we now have access to steam, and then we can start looking at the steam cooking of things. So we can look at the steam furnace to be able to cook our food with steam. We can look at our steam alloy smelter, which is a better way of making what is it? Stuff like some of our ingots. So we can put in like we can get bronze more easily now. We can do basically 2, or it should be all 3 copper to 1 tin and make bronze that way. So we actually get 4 ingots, which is a perfect combination of it. Yeah, so let's see here. Other than sleeping, there's a hopper, and then it looks like something else there just past that quest. But anyway, that unlocks steam for us. So I'm probably going to run around, get a little bit of wool from sheep. There is we can start making some more torches. I'm also going to spend some more time looking around for more ore spots and see if we can find ourselves some redstone, because we are going to need it very soon. And then from there we can start taking a look at other things. So, there's the brick bronze hull. You need these small bronze fluid pipes. You do get 6 of them, so that is 12 bronze in order to make 6 of those. And then we're gonna need 2 furnaces, and then whoops, what was that last thing? That brick bronze hull, just to make that alloy smelter. And then you can see that gets us into some important alloys like our redstone alloy. We might have to start dealing with liquids and stuff soon. The multi-block farm also has the railcraft tank, so I'm going to be digging up lots and lots of iron, and trying to get ourselves prepared for what's coming next, which is actually making use of steam instead of just having a small coal boiler. So I'm gonna go ahead and call this episode here. In the next episode, hopefully we will have like a few stacks of iron ready. I'm also going to look at getting some more copper and tin together so that we can make more bronze, because this is the age of bronze. The steam age needs just a ton of bronze, and that'll get us prepared for that. So I will see you guys back here in the next episode. Till then.